Hello and welcome. We have with us Mr. Aftab Hasan, who has come from UAE to participate as a speaker in 4th Global Economic Summit. Mr. Hasan is an entrepreneur who has approximately 25 years of professional experience with leading companies from India and Middle East, particularly in energy, offshore, marine, oil, gas sector and risk management. He has been speaking at various conferences, summits and seminars on various topics from his associated industry. Thank you so much, sir, for having us here. To begin with, what do you think of the initiative undertaken by World Trade Center and All India Association of Industries, and how will it benefit the SMEs across the globe?
First of all, thank you very much to invite to speak in this forum, and I thank especially World Trade Centers and the management to invite me consequently second time to speak again. Of course, since being an Indian, living abroad in Middle East for more than 2 decades, I have seen both sides of the world. I have seen India before liberalization of economies. I have seen India after liberalization of the economy. And I'm a profound believer of one thing, that if you want the knowledge to share, then you can grow together. If you keep it inclusive and you don't want to share with others, you can't grow. That's what the old saying goes. So that way, India now is on their own foot to emerge as a major economy contributing the globe. And if I talk about specifically any particular dynamic of or domain of business, if it comes to infrastructure, it comes to manufacturing sectors, it comes, if you talk about health sector, today in the health sector, if you talk about the medicines, the pharmaceutical, the entire Africa, which is feeded by India's medicine on a very economical scale, which otherwise they wouldn't have survived. If we talk about on the manufacturing side, there has been many small scale industries which has been a major contributors to large automotive industries, to large textile industries, because those were the industries which they have been contributing since ever the economy was open, and many other international players, they came in the country. Now, as your questions, yes, it is true that Asia, with the theme which we have powering global markets, definitely Asia is going to make a big impact on the global economy. This is the happening place, and most happening place, I should say. Apart from India, if you see recently, the BRICS, it is expanding on the financial sectors. The first CEO of BRICS is from India. If you talk about Microsoft, the CEO today of Microsoft is from India. If you talk about Coca-Cola or Pepsi, or if you talk about all those contributions to international companies, even now Indians are taking the lead role in. So that itself defines the fact that Indians, and especially India in a large scale, is contributing the global economy very well. Now, we definitely will reach in this particular summit, all of us, to a conclusive remarks, whereas we will try to find out solutions where all of us in the Asia and the people who have come from all the way to participate in this global economic summit will somehow come to resolutions on those gray areas wherever which has been disputed or which are under discussions.
Right, great, thank you. What investment opportunities and future do you see in the Asian market today?
Of course, India is a very greener pastures with the new government emerging, and this particular government, which I believe is having a strength, whereas earlier for last few decades it has been always a government which was dependent on some other coalition partners and all, but they have come up very strongly. So I don't think there will be any problems even for any particular areas, even in the parliament, if they put it, because they are in majority and they can pass it. If we talk about one thing which I'll support today also, Mr. Singh, the minister, His Excellency, he was mentioning about that manufacturing sector is the major contributor of any nation. And I definitely support him because manufacturing is one of the sectors which provides job opportunities for our own people. At the same time, the nation also thrives with their own populous demand today. They used to say that India's population is a curse, but I always say, no, it's a blessing in disguise for us. And the reason I say that it's a blessing in disguise, because if you compare the other nation and our friends close by, they're also at par with India. But at the same time, they have a population which is very old. And India, our 40% now, it is said by WHO that the new population, which are in the bracket of 18 to 25, they're going to emerge to take the lead role to drive the economy of India to the 22nd century, which we are aiming.
Right.
Now, the areas which you are talking about, apart from manufacturing sectors, there are other sectors which contribute to manufacturing sectors and which are infrastructure. Because any manufacturing which you want to do the product has to go to the consumers. And to reach to the consumers, you need roads, railways, ports. These are the infrastructure which you have to provide.
Right.
There are also in India, if you see that, earlier the economy was a very closed economy. Now the economy in India, after the liberalization, we are inviting investors to come and participate, especially on many other domains. Now FDI on the financial sectors, on the insurance sectors, on the pension side, on the marine side, on the port infrastructure side, which Government of India has taken this new initiative. It's commendable and support. So again, I said, yes, infrastructure is also one of the sector where investment is very sound, very positive for people who are eyeing India to come and support for their own mutual cause.
Right. And what kind of resources and opportunities would you like to highlight about your nation to the other countries?
Of course, if see the role of a big brother India is playing, especially not only in Asia. Of course, Asia, India has emerged without any doubt, but at the globe today, as I gave you some example earlier, we have a role to play and responsibilities at the same time to this particular global village. And India, if we talk about on the educational front, on the health sectors, on the energy, oil and gas sectors, on the automobile sectors, we now are partnering with many international companies and we have joined hand together. So it's not that if you see at times the automobile sectors, now Tata is a major investor on Range Rover. Tata is a major player, if you see that, to take Jaguar. These are the brands which was said to be an international big brand in automobile sectors. They are coming from India and delivering to the world. You can, as I said earlier as well, on the medicine side, there has been a R&D, research and development, continuous research and development, which is taking place for eliminating many diseases, which is especially from the African region, the people they have been suffering from. India plays a major role in that particular sector also, because our medicine, without any doubt, you check yourself the records, that we are cheaper than any part of the world.
Right. Great. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.